Perhaps you've heard about the Kwinana industrial area or the Western Trade Coast or Western Australia being a primary driver and location for the lithium value chain industry and many other mining activities. What I'd like to just talk to you now about what is so attractive about the Western Trade Coast industrial area, the state of Western Australia's premier industrial area. There's 4 primary reasons that companies that are looking to come here make the decision to come, and I'll go through those one at a time. The first one is the industrial synergies that we have. The Western Trade Coast is literally the world's best practice example of industrial symbiosis at work. So that's product and byproduct exchanges and utility exchanges that are carried out company to company on commercial terms. And there's about 150 of those documented today. They've grown over 25 years, expanded over that time, and add a great deal of competitive attractiveness for companies coming into the industrial area. So that's the first reason. You can find out about that in a document on our website called Western Trade Coast Integrated Assessment 2014. In fact, it gives you a diagram of the synergies, a schematic. The second reason that companies come here, and compelling reason, is because this industrial area has 30,000 direct and indirect workers. They're skilled and they're experienced. They want to stay working in the industrial area because they live. 2/3 of them live within 15 kilometres of where they work. So we have an industrial accepting community living right by industry. They don't want to move to other regions. They want to sleep in their own beds when they're off shift. They're very keen, however, to move around within the industrial area and to take promotions, to expand their experience. So they are here and they will move. If you locate here, they will move quite willingly, consider moving to your operation, so you don't have to train them. The third synergy that we have is what I call the secondary industrial belt. So these industries are the expert fabricators, constructors, engineering workshops, labour and plant hire operators, and the expert maintainers. We have a belt of these industries around the industrial area that exist primarily to service the heavy industrial core. So as part of that, as a member of the core, if you were, you just have to pick up the phone, and that company in the secondary industrial belt, you probably already know, you've probably already used. They know who you are, and they will be there if you need work done. They want to keep you as a customer. They want to build their reputation. They will come. So we have that. The fourth synergy is what I call the governance synergy. So look, that's federal government, state government, local government. Let's take them in order. The federal government has shown leadership here. They have a national lithium industry strategic plan. So that's good. And what's happening here in the Western Trade Coast is fitting in with that. You don't need to deal with the federal government unless, of course, you want to tap into their financial assistance packages, and you need to go to government to find out about that. Then we have the state government here in WA. They also have a strategic plan, the lithium metals plan. Now that is, again, that's a leadership, it's a policy document. You can get that from the state government, and it's worth a read. That plan sets out the framework for the state. So we are in the process of attracting businesses to come to Kwinana that are in the lithium value chain, all parts of the lithium value chain. Then we have the local government scenario, and that's about the local planning. That's working okay, and they're pretty supportive of industry. So when I get an approach from a company, it might be a Danish company or a Chinese company, it doesn't matter. and they want to come and have a look at the industrial area to see how it actually works with their own eyes in practice, they make contact, and I will talk with them when they're coming out. If they come out, they are most welcome. I encourage them to take my tour of the industrial area. It takes a couple of hours. I will tailor what we talk about to what they would like to hear about. And there are several companies now in this industrial area, many of which are in the lithium value chain, but not all, who have chosen to locate in this industrial area because they've seen it in those synergies in action. They realise that aspect of that whole industrial scene adds value to their bottom line, to their competitiveness internationally. And we all know, as for example with the lithium industry, when that market starts to mature, it's those that have the lowest cost structures when the market becomes mature will have the better prospects of competing successfully through there. So if you are thinking about coming to have a look in the Kwinana industrial area, please do give me a call and we can easily arrange a tour for you. I can take 4 passengers in my car willingly, and if you want to have a second look later on, that's also fine. Thank you for listening.